Welcome to my channel. This is my live stream slash walkabout. um, I am actually on vacation. Yeah, can you guys believe? Oh, I'm on. Well, when I go on vacation, it's more like a working vacation. But welcome to my channel. I do have another called. Um, it is. I have lots. Breaking news, viral topics, religion. Um, I discuss a lot of things. K-pop, culture issues, holidays, history of holidays, all kinds of things. Anyway, I am outside, so forgive me. But yeah, nomadic kitty, Nomadic kitty, Kitty. Oh my God, I can't even spell kitty. But that's my channel, the other channel that I spend most of my time on. That channel is not really me live; it just has videos. I do some live streams. Um, I do a live stream about once or twice a week. Hello, GSP. Hola, ¿cómo está? Child, I had to come on here and talk about this episode. Y'all see me out here? It is it is a lovely 66 degrees out here. 66 degrees. I didn't expect many people to be on here because it's the holiday season. I'm on vacation. Um, so y'all see me. Yeah, Nomadic Kitty. That's the other channel. It's on and popping. It took me 8 hours doing video yesterday. Girl, it took literally 8 hours for me to do an 8-minute video. Are you been waiting for me to review this? I finally, I'm on vacation, and so I finally was able to watch the episode. I'm trying to stay out the sun, you guys, but it's hard. I finally was able to watch the episode last night. Okay, sorry. Yeah, my other channel is going wild, girl. If my internet pops on and off, it's because I'm out here walking, which I like to see. This is where I live. This is where I live. So y'all know I live in the middle of the country. Yeah, my channel is going wild. Every time I go on live, I get like thousands of people on my live streams. Make sure you thumbs up and like the video, y'all. Yeah, my other channel is going crazy. Like I'm about to be monetized. Let's see, I'm almost at 300. To be monetized, I need 500, and I'm almost at three. And then you need 3,000 view hours. I have like 2,500 view hours on my other channel because whenever I do my live streams, it goes crazy. Yeah, my other channel's on and popping, and then like I don't even. It's like I just was like, wow, I'm just really stunned that the stuff that I post, like people, I post videos every day on Nomadic Kitty. So y'all check it out. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for videos, I'm willing to take it. But anyway, we're gonna talk about Life After Lockup, season what 5, episode 45. Um, this episode was interesting. We're gonna go by couple by couple. I'm gonna discuss couple by couple, and we're just gonna take it from there. So the first couple, I'm gonna try and go in order of appearance on the show if I can remember. But if I forget one, y'all tell me. I'm gonna skip Melissa and Louie. There's no point in me even talking about Melissa and Louie. Yeah, Melissa and Louie. I don't even understand why they're on the show. Like, it's so boring. They're getting married. That's it. That's all I can say. Melissa and Louie picking out a wedding dress. Louie's mom still don't like Melissa. Louie's dad still. Louie's mom still don't like Melissa, and Louie's dad and Melissa's dad don't like Louie. There we go. Case closed. Why they on the show? They just, yeah. She talking about she 80 getting married. I liked her dress. Her dress is okay, but I skip past their stuff because it's boring. It's like, why are they even on the show? Like I just I don't understand why they on the show. They're boring. So boring. Um, let's see. So we're gonna talk about Bianca and Daniel. Did I not tell y'all? Spoiler alert on if you have not seen these episodes, okay? But here we go. Did I not tell y'all in my last live stream when Daniel and Bianca was up on Kibbles and Bits or Kiki and Kibbles or whoever show, and they was together and they was up there and they was doing the interview. Did I not tell y'all that these couples will be up here doing interviews And then it turns out that they're not even together. Did I not say that in my last live stream? I said they talking about Bianca looked pregnant, that she was sitting there, and that Daniel was just sitting there. I said, girl, did I not say? I said they're probably not even together. According to Amber, breaking news, it turns out, um, yeah, that was they were saying that it was a horrible lie that he was just standing there and that he acted like he didn't want to be there. That's what y'all was telling me. I haven't seen the live, but did I not tell y'all that these people will do live streams and then you'll find out that they're not even together? So according to Amber, broke the news. Damn, baby, Daniel got a whole nother girlfriend, honey. Baby, Daniel got apparently he been with several different women, and I told you they'll get up there and pretend that they're a couple for their NDA and promote the show, and then once the show's about to end or the show ends, we find out that they're not even together. So Daniel and Bianca are not even together. Yeah, hoodwinked again. Exactly. So I said when these other YouTubers be having these exclusive interviews and they be having the couples on here or they have people on there and they be talking about their relationship and oh this and that. I don't believe these people. I told y'all I don't believe these people because I told you. I said, watch. I said they're not even together. And lo and behold, baby Daniel got a whole nother girlfriend. Okay. They was all on Facebook. He got a whole nother girl. And apparently Daniel cheated on Bianca with apparently multiple different women. So don't believe the hype. Like I said, don't believe these people in these interviews. Don't believe these people on these shows. Because again, they'll fake relationships. They'll fake that they together. They'll fake that they living together. And unless you really know them, or they come out and say something, it turns out they ain't even living together. Bianca and they not even living together no more. Like, I don't condone him cheating on Bianca, but if anybody deserved to be cheated on, it would be that chick. So if anybody deserved to be cheated on, it would be her. So like I told people, don't believe these people on these reality shows when they get up there and they talk about they're in love and they're in a relationship and people talking about, oh, Bianca looked like she pregnant. I saw clips of the video and I'm like, she might be pregnant, but it ain't by Daniel. And the way he was standing there, yeah, he did. He sat there. The look on his face, I saw little clips of the interview. It's like Daniel didn't even want to be there, child. He looked like he was just sitting there like I got to be here because I'm contractually obligated to be here. That's basically what he looked like. They are not even together. So, which he shouldn't be. He should have ran from this chick a long time ago. She probably called him over to her Airbnb and was like, "Come on, Daniel, we got to come do this interview." And he probably just sat there and shit. For all we know, the girl, his girlfriend, his real girlfriend, probably was there in the background. Probably was sitting on the other side of the camera while he sat there and did that interview. He not even with her no more, and he should have been. And they were trying to, say things about Daniel in the comment section on According to Amber's video. Go check it. Go check her video out for According to Amber. But yeah, she broke it that they not even together. that he apparently he been screwing a bunch of girls. Now, like I said, I don't condone cheating, but I think Daniel was just looking for another chick to go live with, and he was just buying his time with Bianca until he could find somebody else to go live with. I mean, that's real talk, y'all. That's just real because that's what these kind of dudes do. Period. Men and women. Period. Not even just ex-cons and felons and stuff, but people do this all the time. He was looking for a place to stay. Um, he was looking for a place to stay and so apparently he living with this other chick. Bianca's too much work. Bianca's too much of everything. So let's get to the episode. In the episode, Bianca was saying that the reason why one of the things she said, the reason why her family don't talk to her no more is because she decided to have a relationship with Daniel. Girl, okay. I didn't believe that. That may have been part of the reason. So that's why we don't ever see Bianca's family and we just see her homegirl and her homeboy is because apparently her family like disowned her because she was with Daniel. No, I think her family disowned her because she's probably had a history of doing crazy stuff. And she's probably had a history of doing just being a fuck up. And they probably was like, okay, look, this is too much. It probably was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, let's just face it. Bianca just seemed like she's had a lifetime of bad decisions. And so it just seems like she's talking about Daniel was the reason, honey. She has a restraining order against her dad. Girl, you tell me something, girl. Are you serious? Bianca may come from a effed up family anyway. The way she act and the way she carry on, there's something missing. The elevator, I tell you, with Bianca, the elevator don't go all the way to the top. She just seems off. Like, I don't know if she was, she experienced any kind of, was mistreated as a kid. I don't know we don't know what kind of family she comes from, but the way she act off, just off, something's there with her family. And it ain't just her. Like if she got a restraining order, he was some big shot soccer player. She said he was awful. He was some big shot soccer player from Italy. Okay, GSP got the tea, girl. Go on, warm that tea up, girl. Pour it in that cup, girl. Give me 2 lumps of sugar. I need a lot of sugar in my tea. Give me a little splash of milk. Sometimes I like a little splash of milk in my tea. But but yeah, he was some. Oh, okay. Well, that explains some things. Like I said, it just the way she act, you can tell that she comes from uh, uh, a life of dysfunction. It just doesn't seem like she came from a functional family. So it's just because the way she acts is love. So and really really childish. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I hate to diagnose nobody. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a doctor. So I don't know. But it's just off to me. It's just my opinion. Or Lord Lucan channel. He goes into a deep dive about like the history or background. Okay, well that's good because I'm like somebody please explain this to me because that this chick is running around at 24. I mean, granted she young, but I'm like, damn, she young, dumb, and just off. Young, dumb, and crazy. All three. So anyway, so her and Daniel, what happened in this episode? It picked up where the last episode ended, where she got in the car and she was about to take off, and then his friend Gopher, oh no, his friend Gator has a fiance, and so she ran to the car and tried to talk to her, and it just seemed real fake to me. Like the whole conversation, she's like, "Oh my God, what's happening, Bianca? What is wrong?" I'm like, "Child, y'all better go on sit down somewhere with that. Oh my God, why are you upset?" And she's like, "Well, he promised me." And thank God that Daniel did marry her, because Daniel knew what to deal with. So in the episode, Bianca upset, ran off. She ran to the car, started crying like a little baby because it was super fake. I was like, am I the only person watching this going, what the hell? I'm like, this seems very scripted. But so she upset because Daniel won't marry her. That's basically what it is. He promised her in jail. He never should have. But I promise you, he didn't know what he was getting into. He didn't know this chick was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I can't blame Daniel because he probably didn't know she was crazy. So he probably didn't know what to expect. He probably thought she would at least have a little bit of sense, but she ain't got no sense. And so Bianca, her friend from Florida, comes to visit, and then she tells Daniel that he got to sleep on the couch and her friend sleeping in the bed with her. I'm just like, what? How you gonna talk about how I look like some dude telling me, babe, my homeboy finna come visit, and by the way, you got to sleep on the couch, and he gonna sleep in the bed with me. Excuse me? Huh? So I don't know if Bianca go both ways or whatever. I ain't hating on him, but I'm just saying that how are you gonna tell your boyfriend he need to sleep on the couch and a friend need to sleep in the bed with you? I'm just like, girl, if you don't, I thought that I was like, did I hear? I had to rewind on that one. I was like, did I just hear what she said? So, Daniel was telling his friend Gator that, like he don't want to marry her. He got her a promise ring, and Daniel calls his mom, and then she was like, well, maybe, you need to give her the promise ring, basically just to shut her up. Like basically that was the conversation. Just give her the promise ring and just shut her up. Which is the wrong thing to do at all. So we'll see next episode whether he's really going to give her the promise ring just to shut her the hell up. But yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? It was weird. She talking about her friend gonna sleep in the bed with her. Girl, what? I was like, okay, girl, weird. Well, so I guess Daniel gonna give her the promise ring to shut up. But like I said, now knowing what we know now that they're not even together, it's kind of a moot point that Daniel and it's kind of good because then that proves that Daniel peep game. Daniel's not a dummy. Like at first I was like, well, why is he going along with this? Because Daniel was trying. Apparently Daniel was on Facebook talking to other chicks. Chicks was in his DMs. He was inviting girls over when Bianca was gone. You know, Bianca still wasn't taking him to work. He was telling some fan that he had to take Uber every day, and it was $100 a day. And I'm like, well, dang, I know he ain't even making that much working for a moving company. He was taking an Uber, and he said Bianca still wouldn't take him to work. She wouldn't pick him up. She wouldn't take him to work. I mean, yeah, Daniel does seem somewhat normal. Daniel should just go live his life. He been in prison for 5 years. If he wants to go, and date different women, I don't have no issue with that. He should go and get all that out of his system. Concentrate on getting his life stable and get his life to get together. Deal with his addictions, and just go live his life. Just go live your life. Like he shouldn't be beholden to Bianca or no chick. He should be out there having fun. If he wants to date around, let him date around. But apparently he's hugged up with some other chick. They friends on Facebook, and just let Daniel do him. Daniel, I have to say for myself, I have to say, in my opinion, Daniel's a real cute guy. Like I was gonna slide in Daniel's DMs. I was gonna slide in Dan. I was gonna get the hair and the makeup all done. I was like, hey boo. Like I was gonna try to slide, but he way in another state, so I couldn't deal with somebody in another state. But anyway, so that's Daniel and Bianca. Then we go to Kirok and Brittany. So they live in Virginia. Kirok's mom and boyfriend are in Texas. They in Houston. Kirok has a job waiting for him in Houston. And so, what girl? What's gonna try to slide into Daniel's DM? I was like, Daniel's cute. I was like, his body. I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy. I was like, then I was mad because the court was like, oh, he got a girlfriend, and I was like, damn. I'm like, well, cause y'all know, okay, if y'all don't know, like I've slid in many cast members' DMs before, and all of them have talked to me, like Kevin, Max. What was that one dude that was who's back in jail? He'd been back in jail. He was dating Alyssa. What's his name? I forgot his name, but he used to talk to me all the time. Like we used to video chat, and then his girlfriend sent me a message and cussed me out and told me like the only reason I knew that Alyssa, I'm the one that, let me tell y'all, I'm the one that told, according to Amber, no, not Chance, the other dude. What was her name? I forgot her name. Her name was Lisa or Alyssa or something like that. Not Chance. Child, no. But there's a Life After Lockup. He was on the show, and he was living with an older woman, and they had been talking for like 10 years. And I think they lived in Tennessee. And it turned out that he was dating this black chick. He was a white dude. He was dating this black chick for a long, long time. Maybe y'all know who it is. But that dude, the reason why, according to Amber, got her scoop and knew that he was dating somebody else is because of me, y'all. That's the reason. So I'm out here spilling all the tea. Like y'all don't know. Like I know, according to Amber, like no, I don't know her, but I would slide into dudes' DMs and get information and then give it to, according to Amber. So now y'all know the truth. Because I've kind of hinted around it these past couple of years that, like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know about that. Oh, yeah, I know about that. Now y'all know the truth that, yes, I have slid in many cast members' DMs, and then I ran back and told Amber what they were saying or what they told me. But like I said, I wasn't trying to do it on purpose. Sometimes I really was just curious just to see if they was going to message me back. Like, I was surprised that they would even message me back. Like I was like, this person actually, like, I didn't think that they would message me back. So I was like, well, let me just try. And then once I started trying, I was like, I would screenshot it. I'd be like, girl, so if you watching the court in Amber, you see some screenshots. It might be my screenshot. But that's real talk, but that's just honest. I haven't done it in a while, y'all, because I've been too busy. But yeah, you see them screenshots, and she be like, I got this from a user. I used to watch her videos and I'll be kikiing or call. I'll be like, that's my screenshot, girl. That's what he told me. So there's several cast members. Some of them I won't say that I have slid into their DM, and they have talked to me like talk to me like trying to get with me, like, hey, da 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 da. And that's why I kind of didn't like Kevin, and I knew Kevin was a hoe because, like I said, I slid into his DMs. He replied real quick. He was like, "Oh, hey, da, 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 da. Girl, that's funny, girl. Yeah, it is." Like, so that's how sometimes, like, I'll be like, "Oh, that person's a hoe," or "That dude ain't shit," because I've slid in their DMs. But like I said, I haven't done it in a long time. And again, I was always surprised that they would respond. I did not think that if I slid in some cast members' DMs that they were going to reply to me. I did not think that at all. Like the dude Max that was on there, we used to talk like every day. Like we used to message back and forth every day. We used to talk about Lord of the Rings. We used to talk about music, his OnlyFans, like the chick that he lived with, all this shit. We used to talk. And then I would run back and tell Amber. I was like, girl, he living with a whole chick, and that's supposedly his roommate friend. But I knew Max was full of shit because I was like, how is this girl not your girlfriend? And like, oh no, we're just friends. Blah 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 blah. And Max used to try to flirt with me and be all flirty. But anyway, I could do a whole video about that, y'all. But I can't remember the dude's name that he lived with the older chick. Oh. And she got his teeth fixed. So maybe that'll jog y'all memory. Maybe y'all thinking that she got his teeth fixed. And then he was ordering a bunch of stuff on Amazon. And then I think she had like a friend that was the next door. I don't remember his name. But he's in jail now. Like I remember when he went to jail. Matter of fact, I think I video chatted him the night that he went to jail. Y'all, Kiki be on it, girl. But like I said, I didn't think they were going to message me back. That's the only reason. I wasn't trying to set these people up. I was just in shock. And so I'd be like, Amber. I'd be like, girl. So, like I said, I don't do that no more. But anyway, back to Kirok and Brittany. I digress. So Kirok and Brittany, she has like a 30-day like pass to go to Texas for 30 days, but she got to go back to Virginia. And so they moved to Houston, and they in the hood for sure, because I live in Texas. Was it Antoine? No, it wasn't Antoine, but they were on the same. No, it wasn't Antoine. It was a season before that. Yeah, I know who Antoine is. A season before that. She got his teeth fixed. I forgot his name. Dang. And he was a cool dude too. I forgot it, but no, it wasn't Antoine. So Kirok and Brittany are together. Apparently, like what I didn't know is that Brittany's a lazy ass, and she don't want to work. Brittany they've been out for like 10 months, and Brittany could have been got a job. First of all, in the first episode of the season, I think it was Tony. Yeah, I think it was Tony. I think it was Tony. First of all, in the first episode, she was telling the audience and Kirok that she owed $30,000 in restitution. It turns out she did not. She only owes like a little over 10,000 or just at 10,000. So in 10 months, she could have paid like half of that down or something. So, and then apparently Kirok didn't know. He was like, I thought you owed more than that because I went back and looked at the episode and she said she owed 30,000. So Brittany up here lying. She could have been paid her stuff off. And like I said, I like Brittany and Kirok. I really do. But Brittany got some childishness to her. She's like, I don't want to work and don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. Yeah, Brittany wants to be a housewife. Bitch. And I'm not saying that she can't be a housewife, y'all. I'm not. Please don't let me destroy her dream. I'm not saying that she can't, but I'm saying in the situation that you were in, when you were rebuilding your life, when you used to be a felon, and you out here scratching and surviving and trying to rebuild your life and pay your restitution, now's not the time to be sitting around home filing your nails and getting your hair did. And like, I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Girl, what? I'm looking around, I'm watching the screen going, who's you? Who is you, Brittany? Like she like Miss Lottie da, like I don't want to work and what? And in this economy, you talking about you a felon, you owe $10,000 in restitution. Y'all are trying to start a life. He is trying to get a job, and Kirok's gonna be working and taking care of, his mama and his responsibility. And you up there talking about I don't want to do this job and I don't want to do that job. And girl, a job is a job. Like, you know, her goals ain't that he's to get, and she's young. You got to work for at least 20. Yeah, I was like, yeah, she talking about she want a waterfall. She want to decorate the apartment. Like, I don't know what fantasy land she living in, but girl, in this economy, you need a two person income in this economy in America. I was like, girl, I don't know what third world country she thinks she living in, where Kirok is just gonna work. The goal, and you know, let me drop some nuggets on y'all. Y'all, it's a little windy over here. I'm over here by the lake. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's that lake living. But uh the goal is to not live in an apartment. Like Brittany, she's young. How old is Brittany? I don't know. She like in her 20s, but Brittany, you can tell Brittany come from the hood. She been locked up. She ain't never really had none. The goal in life is not to spend your life living in an apartment and being like, well, goal accomplished. I'm staying in some hood rat ass apartment in Houston. Well, we good. Like, no, the goal is to try to improve yourself, to save up your money, to invest your money, to get financially stable. The situation, Kara can lose his job at any time. At any time. Anybody can lose their job at any time. Any one of us. It's not promised to nobody. And him being a felon, it's going to be hard for him to find another job that's good pay. And and then you may have health issues. His mom has health issues. It's life. Life shit happens all the time that you are not prepared for, that you are not ready for. And if you don't have the finances to be ready, just in case your car break down, just in case, I mean, what if, something happens to one of them and then they can't work? You have to get your life ready. Oh, beautiful. Oh, she's 23. Oh, she's young. Oh, I thought she was older than that. Yeah, so she has to understand and learn that for anything in life, you have to work for it. I mean, you can't just be like, well, I'm going to sit around and do this. She's able bodied. She's young. She can start. I mean, even if she don't want to go to work, Brittany's not even going to school. She's not even going she was going to like that beauty school to learn how to do nails and hair, whatever, be a nail technician. She ain't even doing that. So my point is, if you don't want to work, okay, but at least spend that time and effort instead of getting your nails done and your hair done every other week. She could be spending that time and that money um, getting an education, going to school, getting some kind of certificate or degree or trade certificate or something. Why would you just be happy? Well, I'm just going to sit around at the house and then you don't have no education. Her and Kirak, their relationship or marriage may not work out. You don't know what's going to happen. She says she doesn't want a job where she has to serve people. Yes, so she needs education. If you don't want a job where you're working in retail or at a restaurant or doing nails or hair, well, then you have to get an education. You can't just sit around the house all day and be like, I don't want this job and I don't want that job. Girl, I'm gonna need you to grow up. Like, and Kirak needs to tell her. And then every time he tries to mention her getting a job, like she cops an attitude. I'm like, girl, what you got an attitude for? You need to get your ass up and get a job. I'm like, girl, if you don't go. So that's their conflict. And then they was trying to, they brought the stuff. They drove all the way from Virginia to Texas. He was tired. He was trying to tell her that he has to get up and go to work in the morning. So he was like, I need to go to bed. And she was like, well, this stuff need to be unpacked and this stuff need to do this. Okay, well, you don't have to get up and work in the morning, chick. So I don't understand. I don't understand why she was getting an attitude. Like, I don't know if this is fake, this is storyline, this is script, but there's no reason. I mean, if I've been driving, I know my man got to get up and work. I'd be like, okay, babe, go lay down, go rest. We'll finish unpacking the stuff tomorrow, or I'll do what I can. I'll go out and get some toilet paper. You just go rest. Because to me, the person who is working has a priority. That's the thing. If his first day at work, I want my man to be well rested. It's nerve wracking starting a new job. You're in a new city. You're living in a new apartment. You're in a new environment with new people. So he's Kirak's an ex-felon. So all of that is weighing heavily on his mind. So the point, yeah, I'll be pissed. Oh, girl, I'm useless. I ain't shit with no sleep. I'm cranky and easy. So I want my man to be well rested. Go, babe, just go, just go rest. They've been driving for like, I don't even know, like 10 hours. So He's tired. So yeah, he should be tired. And then, like I said, starting a new job, you're trying to make a good impression your first day at work. You're not trying to show up the first day at work like all sleepy, your eyes is like this. Then I'm sure he has to go through some kind of training. Who's gonna be able to do that if you only had like 4 or 5 hours of sleep? You want to make a good impression on your first job, your first day at work. So the idea that she was flipping out and getting an attitude because he couldn't help her unpack some shit or put some shit up, that shit can wait till the next day. Like you there for like 28 days, girl. They can wait. If she was too tired to do it, just be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it here. I'm finna lay down with you and we finna go to sleep. Like she didn't have to do it right there. It was just, girl, that got on my nerves. I don't like that about Brittany. Like she a bit overbearing and too demanding for me, but I still like them as a couple. So then we're gonna get into Justine and Michael. Child, Justine and Michael. So Justine got to call her mama, and I remember her mama from last season, and her mama did not approve of Michael, did not approve of her getting pregnant, period. And so apparently the mom is coming to Las Vegas because it's going to be their baby's birthday, and so she's like, okay, I need to tell my mom that I'm pregnant again. So she called her mom, and the mom was, man, first of all, just like Auntie's advice said, Justine and Michael, their house is in the mama's name. Now I don't know if the mama paid for the house or she helped pay for the house. I'm not really quite sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But but the word on the streets is that the mom helped buy the house or the house is in her name. And I'm sure Justine and Michael ain't got enough money and all that. So she calls her mama, and her mama's pissed. Her mom's like, "Please tell me you lying. Please tell me you joking." She's like, "Nope, I'm pregnant again." She's like, "But you just had a baby. Like what?" So by the time she had the baby, by the time she had one baby's year birthday, she would be ready to have another one. The house is in her name or something. Yeah, that's what I heard. The house is in the mama's name. So again, Justine is not working. They got like eight, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 kids in the house. Like at this point, I can't keep count now. And so, like Auntie's advice was saying, you can't tell me that they're not getting some kind of public assistance, that they're not getting some kind of rent reduction, mortgage reduction or food stamps or something with all those kids. Because I'm sure Michael, even though he works like two jobs, and Justine's not working, that they can afford from what I hear, living in Las Vegas is expensive. And so you can't tell me that like they're not getting some kind of social services, which, like I said, I'm not trying to down on anybody on social services. That had nothing to do with it. But the fact is that Justine and Michael just irritate me so bad. I think they irritate me so bad. Like I was trying to figure it out. Like why they probably get the max of social services. Yeah. The reason why Justine it irritate me so bad is because Justine, I don't feel like Justine is stupid. She make idiotic, childish decisions, but I don't feel like Justine is stupid. I don't feel like Michael is dumb or stupid. I don't feel like these are stupid people, but they make stupid decisions. It's like, and then I see their kids, and their kids have more agency and maturity than they do. That rubs me wrong. Everything about Justine and Michael, y'all know since the beginning. I've told y'all since 2 seasons ago when they was on Love During Lockup. I said I do not like Justine and Michael. I do not like them. It's nothing personal. I think Michael seems like a nice guy. Justine seems like, I don't know, a person, but Justine does not seem like a nice person to me. That's just my opinion. I don't know her, but she just doesn't seem like a nice person. Justine seems like conniving and mean and petty. She seems kind of spoiled. I don't know what kind of upbringing she had. The only person we've seen is her mom. I don't know if Justine has brothers and sisters. I don't know. She has cousins. She has a dad, and we ain't seen him. I don't know. But Justine just seems like, her mother's failed her in some way. Because if I had a child to act like that, I'd be ready to swing on them. If my kid talked to me like that, the way Justine talks to her mama, she's ungrateful, I would be like, you better be glad you got some grandkids, because I would have been cut her off. And I'm sure that's the mom's reason, is that she loves her grandchildren. She appears very selfish. And the thing about it is, I'm going to say something that's controversial. Justine's daughter acts just like her. The oldest one in college, they act just alike. Like, they act just alike. Just alike. Like that's scary. Same attitude, same stank face. I mean, just same. Just I mean, I'm like what the hell? Like she didn't put another Justine out in the world. God help us all, because they act just alike. Same attitude. The same kind of. Well, I don't want. I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, they dress alike, they act alike. Nah, there should only be one Justine with that much attitude because like I said, I can tell by the way Justine talk and the way she act. She ain't never had her ass whooped. That's my theory about it. She ain't never had Justine must have never had her ass whooped. She ain't must have had nobody just pop her in the mouth one good time. Like, okay, go sit down. And I'm not talking about like a DV situation, a man, but I'm just saying she must have not gotten any girl fights. Her mama must have not whooped her, gave her disciplined her very good. And I'm not advocating violence against women, but I'm just saying that in her teenage years, she was too busy having babies to even deal with people. So you can kind of tell that some of Justine, and where are Justine's friends? Does Justine not have any friends? That's another thing. Like she upped and left Connecticut or the East Coast, wherever they was at, Jersey. Um, Let her do a month in county jail. Yeah, she could have done some act right real quick. But my point is the things that nobody has ever brought up on none of these vlogs. Where's Justine's friends? We've seen and heard about Michael's friends, and the look he got in trouble and he was running, doing what he was doing with his sister or whatever, and blah blah blah. I have not seen Justine have one damn friend. So I was like, does Justine not have any friends? Does she not have any relatives? Like we have not seen nobody on this show besides Justine's mama and Justine's kids. We ain't seen a friend. We ain't seen a neighbor. We ain't seen nobody. A co-worker besides Michael's mama. So I'm like, does Justine not have friends? Does she not have anybody to talk to? Because it would get lonely and bored, me sitting up in the house, taking care of all these damn kids while my man is at work. And I'm just sitting here taking care of all these kids. And I ain't got no grown folks or no adults to talk to. Her mama obviously don't want to talk to her. Michael's mom don't really mess with her like that. So I'm just like, yeah, good point. Like, where's Justine's friends? Like, who wants to sit in the house all day with a bunch of kids and not go anywhere? I guess her life is Mike and the kids. I guess, but that gets old. That gets old and tired and boring. Like you look up and then next thing you know, she'll be 50, 60 years old and being like, where am my life gone? Like I just sat here and raised all these kids and now, I ain't got no friends, no social life, nothing. Like, so to me, Justine, the way she acts is so petulant. And I think the reason is because I'm like, she doesn't seem like she has any friends. So I don't know if that's by design or maybe they just didn't want to be on the show. I don't know what it is. But and all these TikTok videos and these Instagram things that they've done and people coming back and talking about Justine and Michael behind the scenes and she had a baby. I ain't never heard about one post where she's up there where, a friend showed up to the hospital when she had the last baby or a friend went with her or she's on social media with her friend. The only people she's on social media with is her kids and Michael. So I don't think Justine has any friends. And that's kind of like the problem. And like I said, even since day one, the first episode, she has never mentioned anything about having any friends. So maybe the whole reason why she got with Michael and latched on to Michael and these kids and everything, maybe it's because she's lonely. Have y'all ever thought about that? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe she feels like having children can satisfy her like social needs, her emotional needs, her mental needs. I know people like that who have no lives, who have no family. They ain't close to their family. They don't have no friends, and they just have a bunch of babies, and their kids is like their friends. Maybe that's why she treats her kids like, you know, unrelated. But I've been watching Night Walking. Girl, I watch Night Walking ASMR in South Korea too. It is very clean in South Korea. It's one of the cleanest cities in the world, and it is very beautiful and it's very nice. Like I said, we're on a tangent, but I talk to people in Korea through my language app, and so they'll do videos live where they go walk around like the subway. And then again, like I said, my sister-in-law just came back from Korea last month, and she was there for 2 weeks, and she absolutely positively loved it and wants to go back. And so we're going to Korea with her, me and my kids. So I hear Korea. I've seen Korea. I've seen people do live videos, and they're like, "Here's Korea." I was like, it looks absolutely positively beautiful, and my sister-in-law loved it. The forest there is beautiful. They have like my sister went to Jeju. She went to Seoul, Busan, and Jeju Island. So, but I do watch the ASMR videos too. I go to sleep to those. So besides BTS. Anyway, so what I was saying about Justine is I think like because she doesn't really have any outlet for like a social outlet, I think maybe she uses her kids as a way to satisfy those like needs. And like I said, she ain't the only one. I know people like that, do have no lives. Like I was saying, I knew somebody I worked with that had no life or nothing. And then she would just pop out babies. Because then once her kids got grown and they got to be more independent and they were out there, on their own. Because, once your kids get to be around 10, 11 years old, they start having their own friends and then they get to be teenagers and they want to go out and do their own thing. And then they start driving. She would get lonely. She would be like, oh, my kid. I was like, shouldn't you be happy that your kid is grown up? No, she would be lonely that her kids have grown up. So she would just pop out another one. And she liked the closeness, of that, of, the babies and the toddlers and, that era. And it was, she just never wanted to be alone, which is sad. But she says Kaylee and her are like sisters since she had her at 16. Your child should never be like your sister. I don't care if I had my child at 12. I don't care if I had my kids at damn near 12 years old. That we will never be sisters, ever. My child, because a child needs a parent. If they have brothers and sisters, then they have siblings. I don't need the parent. That's what's wrong with people who shouldn't be having kids at young ages, because then their kids grow up with this familial feeling with their parent that is like their parent is more like a sister or a brother than like, we're like they have some kind of authority over them. And that's the wrong way to go. That's terrible. But I can see it though. It happens though. It ain't just Justine that happens. So Justine and Michael, I guess I don't know how many episodes are left in this season. Do y'all know? I don't know how many episodes left, but so it must be coming to an end soon because the new season is coming up in December. So I don't know how many episodes left. Maybe 1 or 2 episodes are left. I don't know. But anyway, so that's Justine and Michael. Then we get to Teenie and Rob. Okay, I can't stand Tenny, whatever the hell their name was. So Tenny and Rob and the kids, they go out bowling. They go out bowling and they invite Tenny's mother and sister. Sister comes in from Texas. She lives in Houston. So she's coming in to visit her sister. And then Tenny talks to her mom and sister saying that she wanted to have the baby. The sister starts crying because apparently when Tenny had her son, she had a bunch of pregnancy complications. So once again, we got another dummy like Justine and Michael. So, so the sister starts crying because she said she was there. There was pregnancy complications with the baby and with Tenny. So apparently Tenny had breathing issues, like a heart stop, all kinds of stuff. Staying home and playing house when you were a paralegal. Right. So even they asked the kids, what do you think about another brother or sister? And they were like, even though the words of wisdom out of the mouth of babes, even the kids were like, well, she just started a job. So, like we don't mind having another brother and sister, but, she just started another job and Rob just got out of prison. Exactly. He just got out of prison. The kids are still getting used to Rob being there. Tenny is still getting used to Rob being there. Rob is still getting used to Rob being there. Like, you have to get settled into a routine and everybody get comfortable with everybody and acclimated before you try to introduce a infant, a whole nother human being into the situation. Because, a kid is a lot of work, it's a lot of chaos, and a lot of, and then, so the idea that these two fools are like, oh, well, yeah, let's just have a baby. Even though I've had pregnancy complications, even though I just started a job, even though Rob just started a job, I don't know what kind of house they living in. Again, I'm still suspicious about the house, y'all, because I don't know if this house is an Airbnb. I think the house is a rental. They living in Oklahoma, so rent is not that much anyway. But I mean, I'm just like, Y'all want to throw a kid into the mix of this? Like, I just dumb decisions. Yeah, she already leaving her job. I don't know. Like I said, she can still work and have a baby. She don't have to leave her job. She can still be a paralegal. She don't have to quit her job. So I didn't understand. I didn't understand none of that. I was like, girl, you ain't got to quit your job. I just don't know. So they tell the sister and mama. And so also Rob called his mama because he misses his mom, of course. He loves his mom. He misses her. Um, then Rob asked the kids, well, what do they think? Why in the F are you asking children about what grown folks' business? Why are you asking the kids what they think? They barely even know Rob's mother. They were there during the situation where Rob's mom and Tenny got into a fight. The kids didn't see the whole fight. The kids were off on the side, something else. They just saw like just the yelling and screaming when that happened. But so, and then on top of that, the biggest thing, they're children. So why are you involving kids in grown folk shit? There's no need to address that with children. They're children. Like, like it's his mother. Yeah, I think that yes, that he should have dumped Tenny because she attacked his mom. And so the kids were saying, well, maybe she come and apologize or whatever. They both should apologize. If anything, Tenny should be trying to reach out first and apologize to Rob's mom first, if anything. Then Rob's mom maybe need to apologize because, she was yelling and all that in front of the kid. That's so. But Tenny should be the one reaching out or should be the one saying, hey, we need to bring her over and we need to go out somewhere and have dinner and we need to talk about this without the kids being there because the kids ain't got shit to do with this. This is grown folks' business. And they should talk and talk about what happened and talk about what's going to go on in the future and just talk it out rationally and calmly. Set some ground rules if you have to and be adults and be calm about this. And they both should apologize. But really, Tenny should apologize first for putting her hands on that woman. Okay. And then when she was on the ground, she was trying to kick that woman. So and then Mofo was trying to act like we didn't see what we see online. The people trying to cover it up, people trying to make excuses, people were trying to be like, well, I saw what I saw. I know what I saw. She swiped at Rob's mom first. She shouldn't have got mad. She shouldn't have got upset. She should have just walked off and played it cool. My kids are there, family's there, friends there. I'm not going to pop off in this situation. Like I said, I could see if she was, one-on-one with the lady, maybe, then, maybe I could see her. But the way she handled it in front of her kids, in front of everybody, Tenny was wrong and she should apologize first. So that's what I feel about that. So we got into Tenny and Rob. Who else am I missing? Oh, Lord, no, how can I forget? Nevaeh, Naruru, and Troy. Poor Troy. So Nevaeh and Troy are getting ready to go to this event. It is their wedding anniversary, marriage anniversary. Yeah. And then also they have a charity event, right? So it's their wedding anniversary and they got a charity event. So apparently they have to stop by a Home Depot or a grocery store or something because they need ice and some other shit. And like I was with Auntie's advice, so y'all didn't think to get this stuff before. You've been knowing you had an event, I'm assuming for weeks and months, and y'all didn't stop to get this. Y'all didn't make sure that y'all had everything prepared for this event. And so they got to stop. So so Troy tells Zariah that his mom and his daughter are going to be waiting for him they're waiting for him at the bus stop, the bus station. Because they took a bus from wherever they were at to go to the event, and then Zariah and Troy are supposed to go pick them up. Zariah, first of all, Troy is in the car on the way to the store where they were smoking a blunt. I don't understand how are you supposed to help people with mental health and addictions and and issues, people who are formerly incarcerated or down on their luck, how are you supposed to have a charity or organization to help people and you sitting up here smoking weed? Like, I don't, zucchini. Let's call it zucchini. Yeah, zucchini. How are you going to be up here smoking weed and then you trying to tell somebody else how to handle their mental health issues and addiction issues and they like get their life together when you don't even have your life together? When you up here smoking a blunt in the car. Okay, yeah, I, I couldn't believe that. GSP says his daughter doesn't seem to identify with Troy. He barely knows her. Yeah, he does barely know her. And I appreciate Troy wanting to get his out. So so Troy is on his phone. I don't know who he's texting. Apparently he was making a Facebook post, which I didn't understand why he just didn't tell Zariah he was making a Facebook post. I don't understand. I don't know. Something's lost in the editing. Fuck it. I don't know. This is scripted. I don't know. But he could have just told her, like, I'm on the phone making a Facebook post. Like, that's what I'm doing. So poor Troy, he is just so, between him and Daniel and Rob, like all these three dudes just get done in by the women that they with. So Zariah freaks out. Her nerves is bad. Her anxiety is bad. Why? I couldn't be with nobody like this. I couldn't be with nobody that don't know how to handle their shit. Period. When I say handle their shit, handle themselves emotionally and mentally and just flies off the handle because the smallest things happen or the schedule is tight and they're trying to hurry up and get back to the thing. So she gets all like freaked out and then she tells Troy to get out the car and then he has to get in the car with the producers and get a ride from them. Like, this is just crazy, erratic, childish, dangerous behavior. Being around people like this, whether they be a male or female, if you're a formerly incarcerated person, dating people, married to people, being friends with people like this, these are the type of people that will get you caught up in some mess and you end up your ass back in jail. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Like this type of situation with her, it will have you, something will happen. It will start a domino effect. Yet they may be out somewhere. Zariah may flip out. She may start yelling and cussing. Then Troy may walk off, and then she's yelling for Troy. And then somebody may call the police, and then the police may hem him up, to find out he got some weed on him, and then he end up in jail. Do y'all understand that this is how things happen? When you surround yourself with people who are like this, shit always happens. I'm telling you, I know from personal experience myself, and also I've never been incarcerated, but I know from personal experience myself dealing with friends and family members who act like this. These are people that you got to get far, far away because they nothing good ever happens to these people. First of all, even before they left, her car got booted because she had tickets that she didn't pay. So she's like, why is this always happening to me? But what do you mean, why is this always happening to me? I can understand if you get a flat tire, your car break down or something like that, unexpected while they were driving. I get that. But why is this happening to me? Huh? It's not happening to me. You should have paid your tickets. You don't pay your tickets, your car is gonna get booted. That's not something happening to you like an accident or your car broke down. That's just you not being irresponsible. You being a broke bitch. Don't be a broke bitch. Don't park in places that okay, I'm gonna get a ticket. I can't afford this. So she uses the funds from the organization to pay that $500 to get the boot off her car. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So she's having this event, really, to prove to the federal government so they can get some more funds. So she's having this community event, basically, in other words, to secure more funds for the organization, showing that she's helping the community. And from what I've seen about the little things that they were doing for the event, we didn't get to see much of it because her and Troy was fighting all the time. The event didn't look like it was all that boo-boo. I mean, it just didn't. Yeah, life happens to everybody. It's like, okay, just Zariah take it so seriously, like your decisions have consequences. If you don't pay your tickets, you don't pay your fine, you get a warrant out for your arrest, you get the boot put it on your car. If I don't pay my rent, I'm going to get evicted. And if I get evicted, I can't be like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Well, damn, bitch, you didn't pay your rent. It's not happening to me. You made a choice not to pay something, so there's consequences. This is cause and effect. It's not something just an accident happening to you. It's cause and effect. So I didn't. I just didn't understand her rationale. Like she got to Zariah got to play the victim all the time. It's either the devil or circumstances, or it's always something or somebody, some other entity or spirit that's on her that causes things to happen without her taking responsibility and being like, you know what, I should have not did that or I should have did that. She don't take responsibility for no. She causes her own problems by making stupid ass decisions. Her blue sunglasses just had her looking crazy. Right? Then she had the blue sunglasses, and I'm like, are those serious? Like Zariah says she bipolar. She need to be on meds, honey. She need to stay on no meds. Maybe she need to smoke some weed. Whatever she got to do to keep herself calm, because the way she go about life is just disastrous. And then where is her son? Can anyone tell me where the hell her son at? Where is her son? I'm like, I be forgetting that Zariah even has a damn son. Like, I'm like, where's her child at? Like, where's her kid? I heard online people were saying that her kid don't even live with her, that her son lives with her parents. That's what people are saying online. That's the rumor. Then so the only reason Troy and Zariah are good is because of Troy's mom cancer. So Miss Karen's calling Troy, going, where are you? They've been sitting at the bus station for like an hour. Then Zariah don't want to go pick them up. And then like 90 minutes go by. And so Miss Karen's like, we're just going to go back home. I think her parents kind of raised her son something, because I don't ever see her son with her. Like, and then I heard that the place that they living in is not even where they really live, that it's just where they film at. Because these shows do this, that it's an Airbnb. That's what I heard too. That's not even that's not even where they live. So in other words, so this chick left Miss Karen and his baby at the bus station. Like, I thought that was so heartbreaking. There is no way on earth that I could ever leave anybody's mama and child, especially anyone's child, at a bus station. There is no way. There's no way. There's no. I don't have that in me. For no kid. I don't have, unless my car broke down or something like that. Even if I had to send an Uber. So I was like, my whole thing, I was like, they couldn't send an Uber? They couldn't send a Lyft to go get them? That's why I didn't understand. I was like, they couldn't send an Uber or Lyft to go get them. I didn't get it. I was like, I mean, we'll see next episode. But Miss Karen said online, because she fighting with Troy online, Miss Karen said that they didn't get picked up. So spoiler alert, they didn't get picked up. But I was dumbfounded. That she's like, I'm busy, I can't do that right now. Somebody could have went to go pick Troy. Troy couldn't go pick them up. Yeah, they were saying that the reason why that they couldn't go pick up because they didn't have time. And they were saying that Troy's baby mama, I think she lives like a couple of hours away, so she doesn't live close. I think they were saying that online, that she lived like 3 hours away, 2 or 3 hours away. But yeah, I see your point though, GSP. I was like, I guess they didn't have time, and so they didn't have time to go drive and then make it to the event. But I'm like, you just gonna leave them there at the bus station for an hour and a half? Child, that was sad. That would have angered me so bad. That would have angered me. I couldn't be with nobody like that. Like, I just couldn't be with that. I couldn't imagine the baby mama, how she feel. Like, how is this gonna, that's the other thing I thought about. They couldn't get an Uber or Lyft to go pick them up. So far that we know. Like I said, the episode, we'll see next week. Then on top of that, I'm like, how is the baby mama gonna feel about the situation? Because I know damn well as a parent, if I found out that my daughter was going to see her father and she was left at a bus station for a couple of hours and that he never came and got her, do you think I'm gonna let this mofo? You think I'm gonna let my baby hop on a bus again? No, I'll be like, motherfucker, you finna drive all the way here 2-3 hours to come get her. No, my child's not getting on the bus with her grandmother. We're not going through this again. I would be angry. And then knowing the fact that it's the wife's fault, that he wanted to go get his daughter, but it's her fault. And you expect my child to be around this woman? Why would I trust my child around this person? Why would I trust my child around somebody like this? They could have paid for Uber or something. Yeah. Why would I trust my kid around somebody like that? Why would I have my child go spend the night at their fake ass Airbnb or whatever? Why? I don't know how if you are bold and bad enough to leave my child and her grandmother at a train station for 2 hours, bitch, my child's not going to your house because you have no regard for my child's safety or well-being or nothing. All you care about is, well, my event and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, honey. Her parents were there. Other people were there. She could. I don't know how far the train station was, but she could have went and got them, or had Troy to go get her. I would let my daughter be around that chick. I wouldn't let a dog be around that chick. She too erratic. She bump off at the mouth. She get angry too easily. Why would I want my kid to be around somebody that just gets that angry? Why would I want my kid to be around somebody like that? Who gets mad and gets frustrated and push Troy out the car and start cussing and hollering and hooping? Why? Huh? Why? Why? So you can get an attitude and cussing and hooping and hollering, you fighting with Troy in front of my child? What? Why would no? I would not want my kid to be in that situation. While I sit up there and listen to this chick yell at her dad and get mad at him and start cussing him out and slamming the door. Nah, baby, you too unstable to be around my fucking kid. Yeah, and then she don't even raise her own kid. Girl, no, sorry. If I was a baby mama, I'd be like, I need some supervised visits or some shit. We're gonna meet at a neutral location. You gonna come over here and visit her? But no, I'm not having you going with this woman. This woman is crazy. She's unstable. She's volatile. She's unstable. She's overly emotional. I don't want my kid to be nowhere near nothing like that, especially when the kid is just getting to know her father. The kid don't need to be around that period, but especially when she in the point where she's just getting to know her father. She don't even know him. She don't even know Zara, Zucchini. So no, it's enough for me. So that's Zara and that's Zucchini and Troy. What else? So then we get on to save the best for last. Joey and Kim. Joey and Kim. So last episode, Kim was talking to Joey's mom, saying that, he's been acting weird and he's been acting erratic. And then he said his side was hurting or stomach was hurting. I still ain't figured out what the hell was hurting on Joey. I still don't really quite know what was hurting. His side, his back, his stomach. What exactly was hurting on him? That he had to supposedly go to urgent care. Which, child, if you go to urgent care, they're going to give you some paperwork. But anyway, we're getting to that. I digress. So he was saying he was sick or whatever, didn't feel good. And then he couldn't find his insurance stuff. And then he told Kim he was going to go to urgent care. And she was like, no, I'll take you or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so he just took it. He got exasperated, took the cameras down in the car, and took off. Supposedly to urgent care. That was the last episode. Make sure y'all thumbs up and like the video, please. So that was the last episode. So fast forward to this episode. So now Joey's been gone, what was it? 5 hours? 6 hours? Like he came back, it was 8 o'clock at night. Like it was nighttime. Like this motherfucker left, I think around 2 and he came back around 8. Okay. So he's been going 6 hours. I know damn well it don't take no 6 hours to go to no urgent care. So then on top of that, Kim checked her bank account and find out that he withdrew money out the ATM machine. So he come back, his eyes look like he half asleep. His eyes all like this. He moving like he in slow-mo. He seems very fidgety, very agitated. He seems cranky as hell. He's getting mad at Kim for nothing. So she tells him, I want you to take this drug test. He's like, oh, well, I already peed. I can't pee right now. So he's drinking orange juice. So an hour go by, an hour and 20 minutes. He's drinking orange juice, and then he was like, "Well, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough pee or whatever." That Kim gives him the test. She literally stands in the bathroom and watches him. Now, last episode, she told the cameras and the producers that if Joey was using that, oh my God, I have to be a mother, and I got to put my kids first, yada yada yada. Right? That's what she said last episode. So she stands there while he pee, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know if this is gonna be enough urine, enough pee." He pees, and it's with the pee cup test. Yeah, and the kids were. She says the kids were asking where you were, child. That's why I was like, "Girl, if you don't." So he pees in the cup, and it's one of those things where it tests like different drugs, and so depending on what drug it is, if anything comes back positive, it lights up a different color. So marijuana negative, heroin negative. What was it? What I think the other one was like PCP or some shit. Negative. Motherfucking cocaine. Ding 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 ding. Where the chicken dinner? Bitch, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. This I was floored. I really thought that he wasn't on drugs. I thought, well, maybe. But then I was like, so I really didn't think. So cocaine, it could be crack, it could be cocaine. Then Kim had the nerve to say, "Well, I didn't think it would be cocaine because, he's too sleepy and did it." Girl, like I don't know what expertise Kim has in narcotics or drugs. Maybe she's done them. Maybe she talked about her ex was on alcohol and he cheated on her a lot. And then she was saying that her soon-to-be ex-husband, I think that she was talking about, that he got on drugs. And that she pretty much dealt with him being an alcoholic. She dealt with him cheating on other women, which is her dumbass. Kim is an enabler. Kim has low self-esteem. Kim has no sense of worth. Kim get with these men who ain't shit. Kim gets with these men who have substance abuse issues. Kim is a walking hot mess, ghetto ass hood bitch train wreck. I'm just gonna call it like it is. Kim is a hood chick. She is a chicken. She's a clucker. Kim likes these types of dudes. Apparently, she dates these types of dudes. She tried to come across like they tried to play this narrative on the show, like the same shit with Bianca. When I told y'all the first episode of Bianca, I told y'all Bianca had issues. Bianca likes to drink. Bianca's a hot mess. They try to play these narratives with these white girls, like that. I hate to say it, but they try to play these narratives with these white women, like they just so innocent and they just work. I hate that shit. I hate that shit about these shows. When it comes to a woman of color, whether they be a black woman or a Latina woman, they try to make them out like they the most hoodish ass chicks ever. Bianca's a hood bitch, and so is Kim. Regardless of skin color, they're trash. They ratchet. They ratchet. That's the best way I can put it. They ain't shit. Kim ain't shit. They, like I said, the narratives they try to spin on this show infuriates me with these women. They try to make these women out like they just Kim is just, Kim up there talking to her family, girl, go sit your motherfucking ass, go sit your monkey ass down. Bitch, you a clucker. I wouldn't be surprised if her ass was on drugs. Then she's talking about, well, I got to put my kids first. Then she was like, well, then the moment that motherfucking piss come back dirty, she was up there making excuses for him. Well, I didn't think it was cocaine. Girl, probably because it's crack. Talking about monster drinks and ATV trash. Right. Like the way they try to make out the Latinas and the black women is like Brittany and Zariah. They try to make them out like they just some hood bitches. Bianca and Kim are hood bitches. The way they try to sugarcoat Bianca and act like she to do with it, and she from Florida, and I got a dog, and here's my apartment, and let's go to the beach. Really? Did we need to see all of that shit? Cause they're trying to craft a narrative that Bianca was some kind of good, virtuous white girl. She wasn't. When they showed Kim's little blonde haired children and pictures of her and her ex husband and Kim's house, which again, where she's staying is, I heard it was an Airbnb. I heard that's not even where Kim stayed. That's just a rumor. Sorry. But that's what I heard. And so they try to craft these narratives that, Kim, she works a job and she, she's just from Eden, North Carolina. She's just a mom. And here's Kim and her little white girlfriends. And, here's her cousin. Here her folksy down home daddy. Yeah. Hood bitches. Ain't nothing folksy or down home about these chicks. They're dysfunctional. We don't know what kind of stuff they have in their past. They date drug lords. They date druggies. They date alcoholics. They date felons. If it was a black chick or a Latina, they wouldn't be trying to spread that narrative. They would pump in, like, even if you watch the episodes, even the music that they play. Whenever you watch these segments and listen to the music that they play. When the white girls come on, they're like, dun, 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 dun. Hi, I'm Bianca. I live in Florida. Girl. Yeah, I didn't. I peeped game over the years on these shows. Listen to the music that they play in the background. Let Brittany come up there. Doom 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 doom. What? So you mean Brittany don't get the happy, bouncy music? Zariah and Teeny, they don't get the. Oh no, we got to pull out the hip hop ghetto music for these bitches. Like, no, they're black or brown, so we got to make out like they real urban. We got to put it with an urban feel. That the white girls come out there and it's like dum 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 dum, like it's a motherfucking Hallmark movie up in this bitch. Kim is not a Hallmark chick. Bianca's not a. I mean, Bianca's not a Hallmark chick. When Kim come on the screen, I want them to play Tear the Club Up. Tear the club up, nigga, tear the club up. That's what I want to hear. Fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck it up. Like, that's what I want to hear when Bianca get on there. I want to hear, we don't fuck with you, you little stupid ass bitch. That's what I want to hear when these chicks come on here. That's what I want to hear with the white girls. Cause they hood. I want to hear some Doja Cat. I want to hear some songs about some dick. That's what I want to hear when these white girls come on here. I don't want to hear country hillbilly banjo music or some soft, like, Hallmark Lifetime movie of the week ass music. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. That after watching all these shows over the years, over the seasons and different people, I noticed the narrative that they try to spin. They try to show them on the beach and show them with their families and show them, just walking through the neighborhood. Oh, hello, everybody. My name is Missy, and I live in California, and I'm a beach girl. And no, she's not a beach girl. She didn't fuck every dude in the neighborhood, and she's an alcoholic and she's a dope fiend. Stop it. So Kim, no matter how narrative they try to spin, well, she tried to say she's doing it for her children. Oh, I'm doing it for my kids. You know what? My kids come first. No, Kim, they don't. Your fucking kids don't come first, sweetie. They don't. Your kids are collateral damage. She's still gonna be with Joey. She still want to be with Joey. I don't care. I don't care if he took the piss test and it lit up like a damn Christmas tree. I don't care if that motherfucker came back positive for meth, weed, PCP, crack, 8-ball, the heroin. It don't matter. I don't care if Joey had motherfucking tracks on his goddamn arms. Kim gonna be like, well, he don't look like a heroin addict. I just really didn't. The first thing she'd do is start making excuses. And I said, I just threw my hands up in the air because I knew this was gonna happen. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm like, I feel like Grand Theft Auto. Oh shit, here we go again. Cause that's how I feel. You're not putting your kids first. Kim had this the moment this man was out of jail. Kim had this man up here watching her fucking kids. And then I don't know what the paternity test gonna come back. I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting for that to come back because on the paternity test on the oldest kids to see whether Joey is the dad or not. He could be. I mean, we'll see. But if so, they got to give the money back to the ex-husband. She'll send him to rehab. Yeah, he up there snorting bath salts and yeah. Joey is a clucker. Joey's a dope fiend. He ain't even been out like how long he been out? A month? And he was like, well, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Then Joey gets mad at her and throws it back on her because that's what dope heads do. When they get caught on their shit, they get mad and they throw it back on you. I've dealt with this too, personally. That when they get caught or you start telling them to do things or you saying things and you call them out their bullshit, they get defensive. And how in the hell she gonna let Joey take off in her car with her bank card? He tested positive for cocaine. I'd be like, give me my keys. Give me my bank card. You gonna let this motherfucker take off in your car with $2,500 rims and the motherfucker and your bank account down to like $42? Girl, if you don't stop playing with me today, and you on national TV being this dumb, you on national TV this stupid. I'd be like, cut the cameras. Dead ass. Is that how that meme go? Cut the cameras. Stop the cameras. Dead ass. Like that's what I would have said. Talking about she's obsessed with him and do anything. Obsessed with what? He built bad. He probably stank. Joey looked like he probably don't bathe regularly. Like, cut the cameras. Dead ass. Like I'll be like, she's not allowed to wear those hideous SpongeBob, and she's not allowed to wear those SpongeBob overalls. Girl, she was working them overalls. I just don't understand the appeal of Joey. I don't understand the appeal. I don't understand. He's not cute. I'm sure because he's been on so many drugs over so many years. I'm sure his dick game is just probably not even that good. I mean, and even if it was spectacular, it ain't enough for me to stay with you. It ain't enough for me to live with you and give you my bank card and let you drive around in my car. And the only reason he's with Kim is because she give him a place to stay. His mama don't want him living there. Come on, now let's just keep it real. You know his mama don't want him there. His mama's like probably happy, like I said in my last video. His mama's just happy that she ain't got to deal with it. And then she wants to marry this dude and buy a home with this dude? Excuse me, what? What in the name of crack is happening here? So yeah, Joey's a whole crackhead. You could tell when he was fidgety last episode and he shut the cameras off and he took off for hours. You could tell. Like I was still kind of holding out hope that maybe, just maybe that, maybe he really was sick. She didn't even ask him whether he went to urgent care or not. Mom was just happy to have someone that took him in, right? And mom is happy to have somebody to take him in, and she's hoping that Kim can keep him on the straight and narrow. That's the mom's angle in all this. She just wants somebody to take care of her son, to keep him alive, and then maybe that he'll straighten up or whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not saying the mom don't care about her son. She do. But, I just think that she thinks that, like, Kim can be, like, his caretaker. I guess that's the way to put it. That Kim is basically, like a free babysitter. Kim is a free babysitter. Like, well, maybe he'll do right and da-da-da-da. And about them kids. And I'm like, Kim, he don't care about them kids. Joe don't care about them kids. He came home and didn't greet the kids and barely even grunted to her. He walked in the house and he was like, hey, he ain't say nothing to them kids. Them kids was getting ready to go to bed. She was like, oh, the kids, he ain't say nothing to them kids. Shit, Joy was like, fuck them kids. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm just like, he don't care about them kids. Yeah, she talking about the kids is waiting for you. He didn't say none of them kids. He didn't open their room and be like, good night, boys, or, hey, y'all doing, or I'm here, or I'm sorry you guys are worried. Child, he just walked straight into the room, grunted, grunted and farted, and, and, and didn't say shit to them kids. He was like Bernie Mac. Man, fuck them kids. I'm like, he didn't care about them kids. He didn't say nothing to them. How you gonna walk in my house and not say nothing to my kids? I'll be damned anybody, a visitor or otherwise, a family member or a friend is gonna walk in my house and not say nothing to my kids who live there. And especially somebody you dating, you want to marry, that you live with, and they gonna walk in the house and you ain't gonna speak to me, and you ain't gonna speak to these kids. You're not gonna check on the kids. He doesn't care, Kim. He's a crackhead. And then he got mad and took off in your car with your bank card, and you just stood there and let him like a weak ass. She looked so weak and pathetic. I'm like, Kim, honey, are you this desperate for a man? Are women out here? And Kim not the only one, honey. I'm not saying that Kim is the worst of the worst, but it's like, honey, is women out here this damn desperate for a man? That's why women, we can't rise, because you have women like this out here that would just take anything, that would lay up with anybody, doing anything, doing drugs around their kids, t- giving these lazy mofos money, access to their car, access to their bank card, and then they sit around and be like, I don't understand what happened. My relationship ended. He treated me hard. I'm like, girl, well, you stayed with him. Joey would have got out of prison. He would have went to go stay with his mama if she wanted to pursue that relationship. I would have told him, you got to go stay with your mama, your cousin, your sister, whoever you got to stay with, but you're not going to come stay with me. We can continue on a relationship, but I need you to start, trying to find a place of employment. Joey still ain't got no job. He's still using the excuse why he ain't got no job. He could have got a job. If Daniel could have got a job, I know they live in two different states. Joey could have got a job. He really could have. He didn't want to do this. He didn't want to do that. I mean, I don't know if he's actively looking for a job, what kind of job he's looking for. Joey act like he don't want to work. So, there you go. He complained in the beginning about, I don't want to crawl into the house, and I know it's going to be hard for him to find a felon, especially them living in a small city. But again, like people were saying, there's McDonald's, there's McDonald's, there's Jack in the Box, there's places he can work. But yeah, the kids were waiting for you. He was like, fuck them kids. So we don't know what's going to happen next episode. We have to stay tuned. But Kim is not going to leave Joey. Apparently, from what I heard, that they were on TikTok doing TikTok videos. And, Joey got it made. I mean, I'm not mad at Joey. Take her for all she got. If she's not gonna put her foot down and kick Joey out and do what she got to do and save her babies, not just herself but her babies. If this is the type of man that you want to dope fiend around your little boys, and they're young and they impressionable, and this is the kind of role model, do you want your kids to grow up and be like Joey? Why would I want to have this dope fiend around my kid? Why would I want, even if he did come out to be biologically one of the kids' father, I still wouldn't want him to be around my kids. Well, I don't want you around my children. I don't want my kids growing up to be incarcerated and being on dope like he is. I don't understand what's wrong with people like being an incarcerated person is a big hill to climb, okay? But then being in a relationship with somebody incarcerated, and then you not giving them a chance to stand on their own. Like, I want an incarcerated person to stand on their own, because people have done it. It can be done. I will be there to love you. I'll be there to support you. If you need me. But I'm not gonna supplement your lifestyle. I'm not gonna give you a house and a car. They ain't work for nothing. It is a hard road to climb being an incarcerated person and getting out of jail, from what I've been told in my experience with my family members and my ex. months to find a job. That's it. He got out of prison. They're like, you got 2 months to find a job. He had 2 months to find a job. And then after that, once he got a job and after a couple of paychecks, the parents was like, okay, you need to start helping pay for electricity. You need to help him pay. You helped him out, they come to work, saved up his money. That's what happened. He saved up his money. And so he saved up his money, and eventually it took him almost 2 years before he could save up and get his place to stay. And he got his own place, bitty efficiency apartments. You have the bedroom and the living room is in the same room, and the bathroom off in the corner. But you had to do what you got to do. And then he had to scrape his little money to get a heater, get him a car that he spent like $1,000 on. This is over 20 years ago when he got out of prison. He used money to the car to get him from A to B, and then he jobs. And eventually he got his act together. But he wasn't like, okay, I'm just living off my parents and they supplement style. And, then after my ex for like 2.5 years, he got after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was too busy working to even worry about being in a relationship. He was busy dealing with his parole officer and all this shit, being on parole and get to even deal with being in a relationship. Well, I mean, it don't make no sense. You're not ready to be in a relationship. My ex was incarcerated for like 4 years. He was like, away from being institutionalized, I had to, all of that, He had to get used to working, to being out in society, get from being institutionalized issues. He had that to deal with, to go to counseling and that to deal with as well. So it took him years before he was a stable person and a stable, regular person. Even after 2 years of finally getting his own place to stay, it still took him another couple of years before he was actually stable and acclimated to being out. Drive Uber. There's plenty of side hustle gigs that didn't even exist 20 years ago. Yeah, there's Lyft, there's Uber. There's a bunch of jobs out there that Joey could do. But my point is, I don't understand why these people date these incarcerated men and women, and then the moment they get out, they got to come live with them. They like Bianca wanted to get married to Daniel. Like, can he get used to being out in society? Like that takes a thing. Daniel's an alcoholic, so he needs to go to sober. He should be in a sober living facility first. He wasn't sober when he was in prison. Daniel needs in a facility. He needs to be counseling somewhere. That's what he needs to be doing. He needs to be working on himself as a person, not laid up with some chick, or if you're a girl, laid up with some dude. Like that should be the least of your issues and your worries. But these people get out of jail and they're like, oh, they're finna come live with me, and then automatically live with your family. Yeah, and then you got kids, and he's taking care of your kids, taking your kids to daycare. He's getting your kids ready for school and for daycare in the morning. He's taking them here. He's taking them. Okay, that's a lot of responsibility that just got out of prison. And then when you just got out of jail, around my children, boys or girls, I don't know what kind of things Joey was doing in prison or who he was doing it with. So why would I trust my little bitty kids, especially Kim got little kids? Why would I trust like my 3-year-old and my 5-year-old around this man? Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? Joey need to go to drug rehab. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? Yes, Joey should have been in some kind of sober living facility or taking some kind of classes to get sober. There's no way that Kim, she didn't have to invite Joey to live with her. He could have went to live with his mama or one of his damn relatives. I just don't understand that. It's not like his relatives live that far away. It's not like they live in another state. I understand when so many people get these people incarcerated and they run them and they, then I kind of get that. Joey's family doesn't live in another state. With his cousin or his sister, whoever we met in the first episode, he could have went if they really cared about his well-being instead of just trying to push him off on Kim. Yeah, Tiffany, girl. I just don't understand. And then, like I said, you have your babies around. I don't trust my kids around nobody. I'm not going to have my babies around somebody doing drugs. And then after him pissing in the cup and they're coming back dirty. Even after all that, she's still making excuses. Like she's the drug expert. If a person has been doing drugs a long time, and like Joey has, like he apparently Joey's been doing drugs since he was a teenager, since he was 15. He's been doing drugs for so long. You don't know how a person's body is going to react when they are used to doing drugs for so long. Joey probably did drugs when he was in prison. So to sit there and say, well, he can't be doing cocaine because cocaine makes you hyper. I've seen people do cocaine and it does nothing for them. It depends on how much cocaine. It depends on what we're talking about. He could be doing crack cocaine. So I need to get her life together because being jealous of the baby mama and ignoring the fact that her husband has a child is very immature. Zariah don't even need her. Zariah can't even take care of her own child, Tiffany. Zariah can't even take care of her own son. Zariah should not be around no fucking kids. I'm just gonna say it right now. Zariah should not be around any children, hers or otherwise. Zariah is too volatile. I can imagine how she deals with her child. I couldn't imagine. Because kids are gonna get their nerves, they're gonna do things to make you angry, they're gonna say things, that things are gonna happen that you don't have a control over. It's having a kid, it's unpredictable. So my question, parents are raising her kid. That's what I heard. Joy looks like he does. He got circles underneath his eyes. His skin looks like a pallid gray. Joey, his skin looks pale and gray at the same time. Kim could have had Joey removed from the house and charged him with drugs. Yeah, she could have. But Kim is not gonna do that. Kim is just gonna roll with it because Kim is fucking trash. In my opinion, she's fucking trash. She's a trash chick. She one of these chicks that date dope fiends and date alcoholics, and that's the kind of chick she is. I've known chicks like this all my life. I've had friends like this who date. Every boyfriend they had been in jail. Every boyfriend they had has been on some kind of substance, whether it be alcohol or drugs or both. Every dude that they've ever been with barely had a job, has slept on their couch, has sitting slept on their couch, drinking up their kids' hot seat, eating up their kids' fruit snacks. I know chicks who date. This is all they date is trash dudes. They like that. They like the excitement. They for some reason something is broken in them, either a childhood or on an adult level or a mental health level, that these people are fucking broken. These people are broken. I know men like this too. I know men who date trash chicks. That every chick that they've ever dated and had a baby with has been fucked up in the head and trash. They at the club every night. They drinking every night. They home. They didn't sleep with every single one of their friends. They for the streets, and they end up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids with this chick. They move this chick in. They may even wife up this chick. They may move the chick in and play house with this chick, and the chick ain't shit. They're not shit. They ain't shit chicks. And then they go to the next girl, and the same thing. She ain't got no job. She live with her mama. She 26 years old. She got 4 kids. She got 4 different baby daddies. She barely's had an employee. She's not educated. She's not even particularly smart. Like, and then you look at them and be like, and then you look at them and they seem well-meaning and well put together, but every person they with had some kind of problem. There's some people out there just want to save them, y'all. There's men and women out there that just want to save them. They want to save them. They like, oh well, they like a project. They like a builder bear. They want a project. Well, if I could just help them out and do this and do that, then they have so much potential to do this, do that, and then they never do this and do that. And you be trying to tell them, you be like, but he ain't shit, girl. He says he not shit. Well, yeah, but if he just had somebody to help him. Yeah, but if she just had somebody that, took care of her and loved her, then if she just had somebody to help her, they like a project. I don't like a project. I don't like a builder bear man. I'm not trying to fix nobody. You need to have yourself fixed before you get with me. I'm not. I don't have the time and the energy, the mental capacity, the emotional capacity to deal with somebody who is messed up, who are addicted to substances, who don't have their life together. I've been there, done that. I've dated guys like that, unbeknownst to me. At least in my defense, I can say I didn't know my ex was on drugs. I had no idea. He hid it from me. But once I found out, I was like, okay, enough of this. Like I ain't. Talking about you look like Pigpen from Charlie Brown. Yeah, she's Captain Save-A-Ho. She is. She Captain Save-A Junkie. She wants to try to save these dudes. But like I said, like she talked about in the last episode, apparently her ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, he was an alcoholic. He cheated on her with a bunch of different women, and apparently he was on drugs too. It's like, girl, you know how to pick them. GSP, stop, girl. But anyway, y'all, it's time for me to go shopping. I gotta go get some more things at the grocery store. My kids and they ate me out of house and home. Y'all, they just eat. They just up here eating, girl. They up here. They eat. But so we don't have any drinks. But happy holidays to everybody. If I don't come on here and see y'all, make sure y'all check out my channel, Nomadic Kitty, because that's where that's where the party is at. I think I'm gonna do a live stream. It's kind of slow this week. Like everybody is like either working or with their family. So the internet for everybody, like the views is down, everything's down. So I guess, I'm just gonna kind of like wait until maybe after the holiday or Friday to post another video on Nomadic Kitty. I may post a video today. I don't know. I'm on vacation, y'all. So I'm like living my best life, trying to enjoy my vacation. Happy Thanksgiving, you too, GSP and Tiffany. Um, so like I said, I'm on vacation from work. I'm on what you call a working vacation. Like I'm supposed to be on vacation, but then like late at night, I log in to check my email and I'll sit there and work for an hour or two because I hate going back to work and having like 1,000 emails because that's normally what happens if I don't check my email. But I'm off. I was off Friday. I'm all off until like next Tuesday. So I don't know what to do with myself. Like I said, I've been out here walking, getting my exercise on today. I done walked around for an hour and a half. I'm feeling good. So yeah, y'all. So I thanks everybody for me and thanks to Tiffany, GSP, and all the other lurkers. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you check out Nomadic Kitty, my other channel. If you check on my community tab on this channel, I did post a link to my most recent video that took me like 6 hours to edit. But hey. But yeah, Nomadic Kitty is on top, and I got a lot of views on my other channel. That's the reason why I spend time on my other channel because I get more views, and I'm almost monetized. Like I need about I need about 200 more subscribers, and so if I work really hard, I think by the end of this month, maybe I can gain at least another 100. Maybe I think my goal is to get to 400 subscribers by New Year's. So I'm gonna try to get 100 subscribers in a little over a month. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll see. But I gained 100 subscribers, like in 108 subscribers, like in 30 days. Like, my channel is kind of exploded. But anyway, you guys have a good day. It's 68 degrees here now. The other day it was 73 or 74, and it's the end of November. So I don't think we're going to get a winter, like a real winter this year. Not unless the temperature just drops out of nowhere. But so far, it's nice. Like I said, when I left, it was like 62 degrees. I think it's like 68 now. It's went up to like 5 degrees. Anyway, Tiffany says, I'm heading me to my future-in-law house for Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm glad you got future-in-law. I am still single. I'm going to be single probably for a very long time. It is kind of like a choice at this point because I'm tired of trying to date. I'm tired of doing men. I've just given up. I'm happy to be single and to be free. So until a miracle happens, which I doubt, I don't see like a man falling from the sky. Let me look up. Let me see. Is he gonna fall from the sky? I don't think. I don't. I don't see anybody falling from the sky. So unless he's gonna fall from the sky, I'm not on dating apps at all. I've given up. I've deleted my dating app accounts. I haven't talked to. I haven't talked to anyone new, like from a dating app in months and months and months. I haven't. I've been on talking to my ex. I don't really count. I don't think that counts, y'all. But yes, I still do talk to my ex, y'all. So my ex takes me out here and there. Like we go out to lunch or whatever, and we'll go out to dinner. and that's really about it. But other than that, I ain't trying to fuck with my ex either. So like, I keep him at arm's length, like always, because he not the one, And my ex, he made something profound, a miracle. Jesus will pop from the grass in my front yard. Sorry, y'all. I don't believe in miracles, so I don't. I'm not delusional enough to be like, ooh, he's gonna get it just to act right and be the man of my dreams. My ex is incapable. He's mentally and emotionally incapable. So I'm just gonna be happy being single. I'm good. We're good here. Yes, Nomadic Kitty is the other channel. But anyway, y'all, look at my wreath, y'all. Y'all see my wreath? See my wreath holding it down for the holidays? It lights, but I don't have it plugged in. I don't have it plugged in, y'all. But anyway, Kiki Jesus loves. I know, girl, but he's like, look, I can't work no miracles. Like, I love you, girl. You be cool, but he's like, girl, I can't sprinkle no holy water on this man and make him do right. I don't think that's possible to change someone's complete personality to be something that they're totally not. Because my ex is totally not that. He's not. He's not that. He will never be that. Like it would take a lot of soul searching. It would take therapy. It would take soul searching for him to be the person that I deserve in a relationship, and that's just not gonna happen. Like I said, not unless my ex get a lobotomy. Like he totally takes his brain out and switches it with somebody else's brain. I don't. But my ex is just he's not that person. He's just not that person. He not it. Like he's just not it on so many levels. Like he's just not it. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, intelligence wise, he's just not it. And I need somebody on that fires on all these cylinders in order for me to be happy. And so if I can't get that, I can't find that, then I don't want to date. I don't want to be with nobody where I feel like I have to make myself like them. It's that I have a hard enough time liking men anyway. So in order for me, like I want somebody that I'll be like, oh my God, like I feel like connected to them and drawn to them, and we have a lot of things in common. I haven't felt that way in uh, about 7 years. I haven't felt that way in 7 years. So if I don't, to me, it's either all or nothing. I am not going to go into another half-assed relationship with somebody that I barely like or I just barely tolerate, and I'm hoping that they'll grow on me one day. That is how I go into most of 9 times out of 10. I go into most of my relationships thinking they'll grow on me, and then they don't, and then I'll end up wasting weeks, months, years with somebody that I realize, and I wake up and be like, I don't even fucking like this person. I'm just with this person for convenience. I'm just with this person because I like to be entertained. I'm just with this person because I don't want to be alone because I want to go do things. I'm never gonna do that again. I'm never gonna be with somebody just because I want to be entertained. And that's how it's been. And it's wrong for a person to do that, to waste their time and mine because I just want to be entertained. I don't want to be in relationships where I just don't want to be lonely and I just want to be entertained and I just want just to have somebody just to say I have somebody. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. It's either all or nothing, honey. It's all or nothing. And if I can't have it all, then I don't want nothing. I'll just be happy over here and maintaining my life. But you guys have a good day. Have a good day. And bye, y'all. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen.